We built this platform for stories unfold. Mindset to manuscript, speaking truth bold.
Diverse voices from the street to the stage. Your voice deserves to shake this ground. We coach, we write, we amplify sound.
Mindset to manuscripts on the scene. Now's the time, the place, the dream. Tell your story and get it straight. Mindset to manuscript. Mindset to manuscript. Hosted by JT Key.
2026 mayoral candidate, Regan Jones.
So tell us a little bit about this journey here to where you are today.
Well, how far you want me to go back? Because I can go back from Trinidad all the way till I came to the United States.
Let's start with the United States.
And so I lived in Virginia for 27 years. And even though I lived in Virginia, I was always in DC. DC always had a huge part of my heart. I'm like, it's the capital of the United States.
Yeah.
When I came over here, I was 21.
Okay.
And around that time, at that age, you're clubbing, you're always coming to DC.
Yeah.
And I immediately fell in love with the city, the architect, and most importantly, the people.
Wow, yeah.
Because one thing I love about the people in DC is no matter what they're going through, they always deep down inside to find that spark to keep going. And that's what made me want to run for mayor, because I'm looking around and I'm seeing a lot of things are not being done. I have nothing against the mayor. She's done a wonderful job. And now I'm like, okay, let me take over from here.
Yeah.
Let me help you a little bit. So, and I was like, well, what's the best way to make change for the people that I love, unconditional? And I was like, run for mayor.
Yeah.
Hopefully the White House too. Working on that.
Yeah, because we need you. We need you. So what are some of the things that you plan on, working on? What's at first on your agenda, maybe?
Well, one of the things, housing is definitely on the top, but right now it's constantly changing with the new administration. So one of the things that is a top priority for me, where the new administration cut TANF, SNAP, and Medicaid. So that's going to affect 300,000 people in DC.
Yeah.
It's going to affect the hospitals, the clinics. So I'm currently walking on and talking to the community to see how I can alternate my policy to be able to fit everyone into it and make sure everyone's taken care of.
Yeah, I love that. We need to understand what we got in store for us here,
Yeah.
So what inspires you besides the fact that you love Washington, D.C.? Did you always want to do politics?
In Virginia, I was into politics in Virginia, and everybody was telling me, well, why don't I run for Congress? And I was like, I do want to get into it, but I was like, Virginia, it wasn't it for me.
Right.
It wasn't it for me. And I was like, I was always drawn to DC.
Right.
So that's what drove me into politics, because one way to make significant changes is to, unfortunately, the way the United States is built, to make changes is to the government. And I was like, why not? Why not give it a search and see what happens?
Yeah. So, have you ever felt a time when you were, and I know the answer already, where you were trying to get something done and you have all these barriers against you? And to our Truth Tribe, they may be in politics or not in politics, where despite those barriers, you overcame them to get where you were.
Yeah, well, what I'm learning and what I learned in this industry, there's a lot of gatekeepers. So what I do is you just, you redirect and you find another way to be able to get things that you need to get done. You don't just, where there's a will, there's a way. So that's something that I always carry and I always work towards. Anything that I'm doing, I'm not just going to stop and just feel like if that's it, there's nothing else to give. You just keep going, and eventually a door that's going to open, that's going to get you exactly where you need to be. So where there's a will, there's always a way. So,
Well, thank you so much for joining in this moment of truth.
Thank
You can
you.
get us and follow us on Mindset to Manuscript with JT Speak Your Truth. We're on
Diverse
Spotify,
voices from the street to
Podbean,
the stage.
Patreon, iHeart,
Your voice
YouTube,
deserves to shake
and
the
hashtag
ground.
follow, like, and all that great stuff.
follow me at both Regan Jones 46 on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my Facebook. The website is coming. Hold tight, and we're gonna follow me and do this journey together. All right, I love you guys. Mwah, mwah.
We built this platform for stories unfold. Mindset to manuscript, speaking truth bold.
Diverse voices from the street to the stage. Your voice deserves to shake this ground. We coach, we write, we amplify sound.
Mindset to manuscripts on the scene. Now's the time to play.
Moment of truth.
Thank you so much for joining this episode of Mindset to Manuscript with JT Speak Your Truth. Today is another segment of Moment of Truth, and we have the Silver Fox, Bill Madison, in the house. As you can tell, we're in our comfort zone right now, the DMV Awards. So we're just going to take a couple of minutes. He's biked up and ready to go. So tell us a little bit about your journey here.
Okay. I went to an Episcopal church in Southeast Washington, and Effie Berry and Mary Berry lived right across the street from the church. So the church asked Effie to put on a fashion show for a fundraiser. But she came to me and said, Mr. Madison, I've noticed how you dress. I want you to be in my fashion show. I said, I'm 50 years old. I can't be in a fashion. I've never been a model before.
You said 50?
I was 50 when she
Oh
approached
my
me.
gosh.
And I said, no. So I went home and told my wife, I said, Miss Barry asked me to be in her fashion show. And I said, no. She said, you get on that phone and call and tell her you change your mind, you'll be in her show. So the next week we began to dress and I was discovered. And since that day, I've been at 1,500 fashion shows in the United States and around the world.
Wow.
So, and my show name is Silver Fox because of my hair. And I'm 86 years old.
I was about to say, so what truth can you share with people who are starting their careers and starting their journey maybe a little later in life? And they don't need to give up and they don't need to stop. They
Right.
keep on going, right?
Right.
What truth can you share with the Truth Tribe?
Well, I always tell people it's never too late.
Yeah.
And to try to do something that you've never done before. And before I got involved in fashion, I was appointed by Ronald Reagan to be the youngest and first Black African American to be the head of the General Services Administration in Washington, D.C. And I was responsible for 1 million people in 7 states on the District of Columbia. So thanks to Effie, I was in France, Germany, Italy, and all over the United States in fashion show. So I really am happy to be here. And I'm here as a VIP guest. I don't know if I'm
Just
VIP.
saying. Just saying.
I don't know if
Just
I'm
saying. Well, there you have it. This is the Silver Fox, and this is Bill Madison. And he has been in this industry since 50 years old, and he's 86 years old and still doing it. So Truth Tribe, don't give up. Continue on. You can definitely do it if you put your mind to it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Can I get a picture of us?
Yes, of course. I will. Oh, that's so nice.
Diverse voices from the street to the stage. Your voice deserves to shake this ground.
Moment of truth.
Today we have Ariel, Carey. She's Size Overrated magazine.
Correct.
Oh my goodness. Based out of Virginia.
Correct. Yes.
She's here with us for this moment of truth. This is an opportunity for her to share with you, Truth Tribe, her journey and how she got to where she's at. So just give us a couple of high-level overview of how you got to, first of all, was this always your dream?
It was not.
Okay.
It was not always my dream. And when I started the magazine, I was pretty much looking at it. I was looking at an old magazine, and I saw that there was only one type of person in there, and it was usually somebody that was skinny. And then you have another magazine where it's just plus size. And I said, why do we have to be separated? And when I spoke the word size is overrated, I was like, wait a minute. What if I come out with a magazine that's called Size Overrated, and I display people of all shapes and sizes, not just plus size, not just skinny, but everyone, because beauty does come in all shapes and sizes. And when you divide, you start to critique, the society that takes, how you're supposed to look. So I said, this is something I want to create to show that no matter what, love yourself regardless, just live a healthy lifestyle.
I think that's amazing. And a lot of times we do judge our own selves in that way, put too much pressure on our own selves.
Yes.
When we're talking about truth, was there ever a time when you might have done that? Put too much pressure on yourself in terms of how you live? I know I did. Growing up, I was like, too skinny, and, just felt like I had to blend into a mold. How did you overcome that, if you did?
It took some time. It took a really long time, and it was a point in time where I was, I've always been chubby, and then I got to a point, somebody told me nobody's ever gonna love you as long as you be the size that you are, and so I went a route that wasn't the route I was supposed to go, and I lost a lot of weight, and this was like in high school, and so. For it to come in full formation for me to start this magazine, and I'm saying it because people have this misconception that skinny means healthy. And when I lost all the weight, nobody asked me, are you healthy? They automatically assumed that I was healthy because I was skinny. And I was like, you never asked me. So that's why I'm so passionate about it, because it's like, don't judge somebody because of how they look. We're not in this to look the same way. We're not all supposed to be skinny. We're not all supposed to be plus size. That's why we all come in all shapes and sizes. So, part of my platform is for people to be confident in who they are. My motto is unleash your confidence and celebrate diversity.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yes.
I love that. Unleash your confidence and celebrate diversity.
Yes.
That's nice. I like that. So when did you launch this magazine?
This year will be 12 years.
Okay. Wow.
It will be my 12-year anniversary.
Nice. Is it digital, print, both?
It's both.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Girl, wait. So is it distributed nationally?
Thanks to Mr. John Blassingame.
Okay,
my
John
mentor.
Blassingame, mine as well. Yes, very, very wonderful man to know. So when you think about your moment of truth, when you launched this magazine, did you ever find some kind of barrier to launching it because it was such a different concept?
It was because, like I said, I celebrate everyone, whether you're male, female, skinny, small, or plus size. So I was accepted, and I think people tag me as like a plus size magazine for whatever reason, and I'm like, I'm not a plus size. I go for all shapes and sizes. So most of my demographic is the plus size community. But I guess my barrier is to show everybody, like, I want everybody to be a part of this, not just the plus size community.
Exactly.
But I mean, the barrier actually, I'll take that back. The barrier wasn't as hard because I did have a lot of support from the plus size community when I first started out. So I can't even say that there was a barrier because they showed me. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm telling you, like, my magazine when I first started, because I knew nothing about the magazine industry, but I knew this is something that I wanted to do. So I said, regardless, I want to start this. Like, because if I don't, it's not gonna get done.
Right.
So my first few issues, it wasn't on the up and up because I didn't know what I was doing. but the thing is, I didn't stop, and I learned the process throughout the years, until I got to where I am now. But so for them to embrace me when my magazine was the layout was crappy, the content was good, but the layout, and they still embraced me. Yeah. So.
Content. So important. So important. This is a moment of truth. I have Ariel, Carey here, and Size Overrated magazine. If you had one moment of truth that you need to just share with our Troop Tribe, what would that be? in this?
A moment of truth. I just want people to know or to understand that regardless of who you are, regardless of what size you are, love yourself regardless. Love who you are from the inside and out. Just live a healthy lifestyle because we're not all made to look the same. So just love yourself regardless. That's my truth.
Where can we find the magazine? Where can we get the magazine? How can we reach you?
So I'm online.
Okay.
You go to www.sizeoverrated, and overrated is spelled with 2 R's.
Okay.
So sizeoverrated.com. Like I said, I'm in digital and in print format.
Okay, nice. Well, I want to thank you so much for sharing your moment of truth. If you're ever in New York City area, you can definitely come to the studio and we can dive deeper into it. I would love to do that. I think this is really important, y'all, because we don't even, 12 years, I didn't even know. You know what I mean? And I think this is the time where it's about time we all need to be together in one space.
I agree.
And not be judging each other or ourselves.
Exactly.
So I love this.
Thank you.
There's one more thing that I want to ask before you go, and that is, what's next? And I know you just, but I got to ask because my heart is telling me to ask. And I don't know why, because I don't know anything, but what's next?
I always have a lot going on. I have a nonprofit organization, so my focus is on the nonprofit as well. So my nonprofit is called the WKW Carey Foundation, where I raise awareness for health issues. And so we're doing a cancer awareness event in September. So that's what's next. My cancer awareness event, where we honor those that's gone through cancer, and then we have people that experts that talk about awareness, cancer awareness and prevention and things of that nature. So that's what's next for me right now.
Oh my goodness, but this is amazing. I want to thank you so much for sharing that. What's the name of the foundation again?
The WKW Carey Foundation. And it's based on my family's legacy. My family and my husband's family legacy, because we've gone through so much with people with health issues, with cancer, passing away from cancer. And so, we decided to do that to honor their legacy, to keep it going instead of grieving, and being depressed. We turned that into a passion.
Yeah. So you're doing a lot of different things.
I do.
Yeah. That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining this episode.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And I look forward to talking to you again.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you in the next episode, in the next segment of Moment of Truth. Guys.
Coach, we write, we amplify sound.
Mindset to manuscripts on the scene.
Moment of truth.
Hey everybody, hey Truth Tribe. Thank you so much for joining another episode of Mindset to Manuscript with JT, Speak Your Truth. So you all know that I created this moment of truth, where we just grab some icons in the industries, several industries, and give them an opportunity to just tell us a little bit of inspiration and moments of truth. Today, I have Mr. Barry Fletcher.
That's me.
Tell us a little about yourself.
Okay, well,
He's being humble, y'all.
I was like,
he's an icon in the hair industry.
well, let me start off like this. I'm a cosmetological entrepreneur. Now I'm a retired hairdresser, CEO of Barry Fletcher Holistic Hair Care Products. And that's barryfletcher.com if you want, some really good holistic hair care products. I'm in this hair industry. I'm a hairstylist, retired now, but I started as a barber, and in Maryland they cut your time in half to go to school for cosmetology. And so I rolled into cosmetology, and it was really, really good for me. I couldn't believe it that I was a boxer at first, because I needed the courage to go to beauty school.
Okay.
I was kind of nervous about that, what they say about guys who go to beauty school. So I had to go in there and knock a few people out first to get my confidence to get into this industry, and it just came to me. I just kept rolling with it. Winning prizes, making the Black Hair Olympic team, the U.S. Hair Olympic team, won a Rolls Royce, drove it home from New York, competed against there's 35 countries, 100 and some models in Europe for the Hair Olympics. And you know, so it's been pretty good for me. Done a ton of celebrities and stuff. So I can look back at my career and say, well, hair has been really good to me, and I really love hair. I mean, you know, it sent me around the world. You know, I've been designing, teaching, competing, and you know, I try to inspire other people to excel in this industry, because it's one industry you can. It's up to you. Your attitude determines your altitude, and you can go from making $200 a week to $2,000 in just a matter of months. You know, if you apply yourself. So I love that the ability to grow in the beauty industry, and at one time it was really a booming business, really. Yeah.
Can you talk to some of the Truth Tribe out here who might be male, who are in this industry, trying to overcome similar hurdles that you had to overcome, and they may not have those boxing gloves on, and just talk to them and inspire them in some way and give them your truth?
Well, you know, what I'll say about that is, you're really nervous about something that is really not there. I mean, you have to, when people are going to judge you by your, hopefully, the content of your work, and not, you know, your personal characteristics, but I've learned to just get along with everybody, and that's a good cosmetologist is a community activist who try to bring people together and sow harmony in the community, and make people feel better about themselves. You know? And so when you get caught up in that, it don't matter what people think you are, whether they think you straight or gay. You know, I used to worry about that because, you know, I'm a proud straight guy. You know, I have nothing against anybody that's, you know, gay or bi, whatever. I don't really care. I don't even, you know, I don't even judge religion and any of that stuff. So I take people for what they are. I respect them the way they respect me, and it's about the clients. It's really about what you are willing to give, you know, to help other people. Because, you know, people don't care how good you are or how smart you are. All they care about is if you care. What's up, baby? Yeah. And once they know you care, then you got a loyal customer. So you have to give of yourself in preparation to help another person feel better and look better about it. And give them a home care regimen, you know, so that they can maintain their hair and keep it on their head for the rest of their life. So it's all about how much you are willing to sacrifice to learn to get everything in. Because I tell you, at one time we were coming out of beauty school, I didn't think we were qualified to work on professional people like you. You know, I'm not qualified. I don't know. You know, like, you don't come out ready. Right. So here's the thing. I tell stylists or, you know, that going to school, you might go to school for 1 year, right? But you need to take, like, if you want to make the kind of money the doctors and the lawyers make, then you have to apply yourself on your own for the next maybe 7 years. You know, you have to go to school, you have to teach, you have to keep growing yourself. So you got to put back in so that you can give out and help other people. And I was willing to do that, you know, and that's kind of what helped propel me to get, you know, up the ladder to get more clients, and influential clients at that, you know.
That's amazing. Well, there you have it, Truth Tribe. This is your moment of truth with Barry Fletcher. Can you give us that information one more time before we sign off? Okay, BarryFletcher.com. You find the fabulous products, and you can reach me. You can sign up and get out. And you can sign up to get our newsletter, because we always have things going on and discounts and things, you know. And I do go around to speak at the different schools and events, and so
You know, like I said, you know, you have to apply yourself to this profession. They're not going to give you everything right out of school. You got to go out and get it. You got to know what you want to be, what you want to contribute to the beauty industry. Like, you know, ask not what the beauty industry do for you, but what are you going to do for the beauty industry? You know,
I love that. That's amazing.
You know, so it's like, hey, the more you apply yourself, the quicker you rise, the more money you make, the more people know about you, more celebrities want to jump in your chair. You know, it's all in, you know, your attitude and altitude.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate the time.
Mindset through manuscripts on the scene.
Thank you so much for joining Mindset to Manuscript with JT, Speak Your Truth. This is a new segment that I introduced not too long ago called Moment of Truth. It's an opportunity for me to just sit down with people doing wonderful things in the community or doing things on their journey and just chatting with them for a few minutes just to inspire my Truth tribe. So today I have Tiameika Wilson with CDiamonds Cosmetics. Yay!
How are you today?
Thank you so much. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about CDiamonds Cosmetics and how you even, started that business.
Okay, so I started my line in 2014 when I first won my first supermodel competition, and I wanted to give back, and I wanted everyone to see the diamond within themselves. So that's what it's about. Because a lot of times we take care of everybody else, so we kind of forget to take care of ourselves as women. So I want everybody, when they get their makeup done, they can relax and see the diamond within themselves and know who they are, and they are enough.
I love that, diamonds in yourself.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
That's one thing we forget. We work so hard, either your own business, entrepreneurs. We don't have a time for ourselves. We forget how special we are. Without us, there would be nothing else.
So 14 years ago?
11 years ago.
11 years ago.
Yes.
Okay. So what made you, let's talk about some of the things in your brand. You have lipstick.
I started off with lipsticks and lip glosses. I actually have foundations for us. We have eyeshadows, body butters that I make myself, and also fragrance body butters and shower gels. It's almost a full cosmetic line.
Wow. And is this online or can I find it in some stores?
It's online now.
Okay.
CDiamondsCosmetics.com.
What is it again?
CDiamondsCosmetics.com.
Just the way it sounds, the letter C, DiamondsCosmetics.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fantastic. So let's talk a little bit about your journey.
Okay.
Was this something that not that you always wanted to do, but when you started it, did you find any barriers along the way?
So as a model, I was first told I was too short, too thick to be a model.
Okay.
So as that journey, for a long time, I didn't do it. And then when I hopped into it in 2007, as I said, I won my first competition in 2014, and it just platted for us to do other things. And then for me, it was like giving back. I was going to be out talking to other people about the brand and being somebody else that you can do it. Like, I'm not a size 2, and I'm sure not 6 feet tall. But it's okay.
Right.
And when I started the line, it seemed like it was something that was always meant to be. Because as a kid, I played in lipstick and makeup, knowing that's what I wanted to do. Right. And like I said, the first time I got my makeup done, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's me. And that confidence comes with you when you feel like you look beautiful. So I want to do the same thing and give back to others. So I wanted the whole black brand to go. And then I started being a makeup artist in 2018.
Okay.
So being able to do other people makeup, like I said, make them feel how I felt.
Yeah.
So, and then in 2021, I won John New Day Associates full figure model competition. Was able
Congratulations.
Thank you. And also be on the magazine, Size Overrated. We are covering that. And then I also branded my own cosmetic and apparel line.
Wow.
So yes.
So cosmetic apparel line. So you have CDiamonds Cosmetics on t-shirts and hats. Is that
I have it on t-shirts, and I actually like one of the gowns I have on today. I made.
Okay.
I have sweatsuits for men and women. So we do a mixture of different things.
Okay, so this right here is a beautiful gown.
Thank
So
you.
made this. So this is a brand. So you have a fashion brand as part of CDiamonds.
Yes. I
Nice.
do.
Nice.
So I did start off with
Wow.
t-shirts and stuff as
Yeah.
branding, you know,
Yeah.
being out. And then I wanted to do more.
Yeah.
You know, we had a fashion show with John is doing like an evening over 40.
Okay.
And so I wanted everyone to feel good. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to just throw in anything. We call it a luxury brand. I wear mine with heels. I wear my sweatsuit with heels, but I
Right.
still want to feel cute. But it's that where you can just throw on something and still feel gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be thinking about what dress, what shirt, what pants, what this. So just get a nice dress. We have the nice crystals and we can see ourselves on it.
I love that. So do you make that yourself?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
So it's a little bit a lot to me, but
Yes, this is amazing, amazing. So we're in a moment of truth right now, Truth Tribe, and we have Tiameika Wilson here of CDiamonds Cosmetics. She has cosmetics, a full entire line, which you can find at cdiamondscosmetics.com. She also has apparel, but not just apparel. This is luxury fashion where you can bling out with heels. Gives them some inspiration because a lot of people feel like maybe they can only do one thing at a time or they've got to wait till it gets to a certain point before they can do it. So what kind of words of inspiration?
for me, I say you got to know you are enough. You yourself are enough no matter what you have. You have hopes and dreams, and we can start one place and build to something else. And until you try everything, you don't know what you like or love. So why stop at one thing?
I love that. Well, there you have it.
Diverse voices from the street to the stage. Your voice deserves to shake this ground.
Moment of truth.
Tell me a little bit about you.
Okay, my name is Chuck Rabb. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. I lived in Atlanta for 31 years. Then I moved back to Cleveland, Ohio in 2016. I've been modeling for 48 years. I'm an instructor, coordinator, choreographer, and producer. I've done everything from Bronner Brothers, Bavani Men on Tour. I just did a video when I came back. I did a video in 2021 that went viral. I got over 13 million views on it, which sent me to London and Paris with a designer, Martine Rose, for London Fashion Week and Paris Fashion Week last year. And I've been going ever since.
So tell me a little bit about what has, you've been doing this for a long time. Has there been some ups and downs along the way?
Yeah, there's been a few trials and tribulations, but that's part of the business. And it only makes you stronger when you have a fall setback here that just makes you stronger to want to improve and do better. Like I said, I've been doing it 48 years. It was funny because 2016, when I went back to Cleveland, I was getting ready to retire from modeling.
Okay.
And I did the fashion show for a friend, and that ended up going viral, and it pulled me
And it
right
puts you
back.
right back in.
Yeah.
Wow. So is one of the things that you do in addition to Fashion Runway is community service? Do you do any kind of community?
Yeah, I do community service. I do shows for different functions and stuff. I just retired from my regular job of security where I was in security over 47 years.
Wow.
I was an investigator with Emory Healthcare in Atlanta, trained police officers in Georgia and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So to our Truth Tribe who may be multitasking, right?
Yeah.
Because all of us are multi-talented in many different ways. A lot of us have full-time jobs, and then we're also doing what we know inside of our hearts, passionate. Tell us what that truth is and inspire our Truth Tribe out here on how that is to balance that.
The balance and the truth is, if it's something you want to do, pursue it. Don't let anybody tell you you can't, and you just got to believe in yourself. Yeah, you have to believe in yourself. God gave you the talent that you have. You just got to be up to you to use it and be diligent about what you're doing. Believe in yourself. That's the whole thing.
Thank you so much. Okay, and so no more retirement for a minute. You in it for a while?
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay.
Yeah, looks
All
like
right. We
it.
need to see you, so we hope you are in it. Because
Yeah, this is something I love to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be in it for a while.
awesome. Anything else you want to share with the Truth Tribe?
Basically, do what you're doing. Love what you do. Whatever it is you're doing, love what you do and be passionate about it.
Diverse voices from the street to the stage. Your voice deserves to shake this ground.
Moment of truth.
Mindset to manuscript, speaking truth bold.
Look down. We have Kadiatu, Konteh-Broheri. Yes. And if you're wondering, well, who is that? Well, she is the Deputy Mayor for Cultural Affairs for the Republic of Liberia.
Yes.
All right. And she's here to just give us a moment of truth, just kind of inspire you and just kind of show us exactly how we do it. You know?
I love that, how we do it.
Yes.
Yes, Katie. It's a pleasure being here, and thanks for having me. Well, let's say how we get here. I'm a native of Liberia. I was born and raised in Liberia, and I moved to the DMV 19 years back, hoping to come and fetch the American dream. And I did a lot of, shoveling between jobs. I did public safety, I did FEMA, I also did IOM, then I did, guess what I did?
See, you got the right person because I'll see you all day trying to guess.
Okay.
What did you do?
I did election.
Really?
Yes, I did elections. Yes.
That's a brave role.
Yeah, I can do everything in elections. So from there, I started doing contracts with the federal government and stuff. But then, where I come from, we believe it takes a village to raise a child. And my government looked into all what I've been doing, and they said, okay, can you come home and help us? Because we feel that this is the time for Africa to step up, to show what we can do, and our platform, what we can afford. And the truth is, I've never felt home being here. Yes, because everywhere you go to work or, just mingling with people, it reminds you that you're just a number. Yes, it's not like you can feel at home. Yes, and most of the times I try to tell most of my sisters, when I say my sisters, my brothers, I mean the African Americans, because we are all one people.
Yes.
That it's fortunate for us that internet came into pollution. When the internet came, people got to realize that Africa is not all that bad. It's not bush. We're not living on trees. We are surviving. In fact, we are thriving. In fact, Africa is now their place to be. And now I represent cultural affairs and tourism in Liberia. I need people to come to West Africa, come to Liberia and see. This is a place you can do destination wedding. You can do your girls trip. You and your fiance or your husband or your family, you all can come. We have gorgeous beaches. We have mountains. We have the highest number of butterfly species in the world. Not only in Africa or anywhere else, but in the world, yes. We have diamonds, gold. So if you have the plan to come and invest, yes, we do. Come and join us. We are very welcoming people. I'm not trying to blow my own horn, but sometimes it's necessary too. Yes. My president was here recently. I'm sure you must have heard the frenzy he had with Donald Trump. Just to tell you that Liberia was founded by the ACS.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. So those were free slaves that left from here and went to Africa.
Wow.
Even though they had indigenous people on the ground. But it was the ACS that came in and expand the whole country, making it to a republic, making it everything about Liberia is model by the U.S. Our Constitution, our flag got the same everything, but got one star. So what I want to say is, if you feel, and this is the right time to step up and come home.
Right.
This is the honest truth. Yeah.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. I'm saying this is the right time for you to explore, come to Africa, come and see what we can afford, come and see, don't let nobody tell you, you come for yourself, come for yourself. Come to Liberia, come and see what we can afford, and come and see how you can just mingle with us, have some very great time, a time of your life that you will never forget. I can promise you that. I'm in charge of culture and tourism, and when you come, you ask for Kadiatu. Or if you stumble on that name, just call me Katie, and you see my face.
Do you have like an email or
yes.
Instagram or?
Yes, and you can get me I'm on Facebook, it's Kadiatu. And also you can hit me up, my telephone number. I'm going to give you my US number because the overseas number will be very long. It's the number 240-678-8449. And amazingly, that number is also on WhatsApp. So when I'm traveling, because it's like I live out of my suitcase, you can still get me. Hit me up on WhatsApp. Anything you need. You need my contact, you will get it. You need anything from Liberia you need to know about, just come on.
All right, we have to go out to Liberia and go home. Yes, absolutely.
You have to. Come home.
Yeah,
come home.
So what's one thing you want to share with the Truth Tribe in terms of coming home and that feeling that we'll get when we come home? But why we haven't been there in the first place, you know? Something that you think would inspire. Remember that it is our home.
The reason why most people or most African Americans have not been home, because this is your home, it's because of the misconception, you know, that people have. Oh, this is Africa, you go there, you will get sick, or you might die, or somebody might rob you, or they will not have a nice place for you to sleep. Yeah, mosquitoes will bite you, you know, all those type of things, you know. So now I am telling you, I live here for 2 decades, and I live in Potomac, Maryland. My kids went to the best schools. I've lived all the best life, but I still don't feel fulfilled because of my color. And if I'm telling you, come home, I'm guaranteeing you, matter of fact, my government is now, when you come, we're going to make sure we hand you a Liberian passport. Yes. Welcoming you, we're going to hand you a Liberian passport. So you know you own this land. We are all from the same DNA.
Mindset to Manuscript, hosted by JT Key.